Welcome to the latest episode of TechPulse. I am Dhruv Mohan and I am coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. Why am I in Phoenix, Arizona, you might ask? I'm actually here to attend Intel's tech tour. Yes, Intel is making a grand comeback. As we all know, there has been a significant amount of investment of up to $9 billion by the US government into Intel to break it up to speed and bring it up to the market where it was lagging behind. Well, this particular event has happened on the heels of that very announcement. And in this event, we got to see some of the latest innovations that Intel is doing. First is of course the Panther Lake processor, which is built for people like you and I. It is capable of computing tasks for everyday computing and also edge. In this video, I'm going to show you certain demos that we got to see on the Panther Lake side of things. We got to see edge computing demos as well as PC computing demos as well. Let's begin first with PC demos, which are basically based out of OEMs that we will be seeing very soon on all the laptops that will be featuring or rather being powered by this processor. The use cases are pretty clear: creativity, basic computing, and of course gaming. Let's straight jump into the demos now. The first demo is of a smart teleprompter. Basically, with Elgato, a company making equipment for creators and streaming, the team hitched up a PC running Panther Lake. Then they were running OpenVino application in which the teleprompter hitched up with a certain camera can understand your speaking pattern and adjust, helping you make less mistakes and also keep the teleprompter up to your speed. As we all know, looking up a teleprompter is a difficult task, especially if you're trying to shoot and also read at the same time. This one certainly helps. I also tested it out. Now let's move on to the next demo, which was for Adobe Premiere Pro. Now mind you, before we get into it, that this is not exclusive to Panther Lake. This is basically a beta version of the upcoming Adobe Premiere Pro that will be launched at Adobe Max very soon. But in this upcoming version of Adobe Premiere Pro, there are two new features that are really interesting. First one is when you can simply look up footage using certain keywords. For example, as you can see on your screens right now, you can look up blue jacket and the footage window, or as we call it, bin in Premiere Pro. It will show you the footage describing or rather projecting exactly the word that you have input there. Both of these situations are projected on this particular PC that was running a Panther Lake processor. The lightning fast results definitely impressed us. Now let's come to gaming. This time we see how Panther Lake's XE3 is able to play games even when they are decked up to the best of quality. The demo was of an upcoming game called Painkiller and it ran uber smoothly. Mind you, this processor was utilizing integrated GPU to deliver on this. I played the game, as you can see on your screens right now, and it was running very smoothly. We were not shown the FPS on the screen because of embargoes, but from the experiential perspective, we were certainly impressed, considering that this was an integrated GPU and not a dedicated GPU from another brand or an OEM. Now let's come to the edge side of things. But first we need to understand what exactly is edge. Well, edge is a form of a segment which is for B2B use cases. The first one is actually a physical AI in which you can see a robot is right there. Now this particular robot has been trained over time with millions of operations. This is enabled with Panther Lake chip, which enables multi-fold understanding. The robot can then learn and execute more activities. The next one is a strict B2B segment, which we all will understand. This was the order accuracy pipeline segment. Let me tell you what it does. Basically, in this, a camera is involved which is used to identify and execute an order perfectly. Once you place an order, you put the chit in front of the camera and then the AI identifies what all items have been added on the chit, and then it lets you know if the order has been fulfilled accurately and completely. You can even check the data back and figure out if you were able to fulfill the order timely. This is aimed to save time and of course efficiency. So these were all the demos that we wanted to show you. If you are somebody who wants to learn in depth about these processors, stay tuned for the interviews that we have done with the Intel leadership. Till then, stay safe and we will see you on the next one.